my loves. I want you to take a deep breath and settle in because what we're about to explore carries weight. This isn't just another political reading. This is a soul check in, a moment to tune in to what Spirit is showing us about the Lotus, the one many of us have watched from afar with questions, doubts, and quiet hope. If you've been wondering where she stands in all of this, what her heart feels, what her path really holds, then this message found you for a reason. Trust your intuition, listen with an open heart, and only take what feels true in your spirit. Let the rest pass gently by. We're not here to predict, we're here to understand. And what comes through today might shift the way you see everything. Spirit, does the Lotus still want to become president? The first card we received is the Four of Cups upright, the Page of Wands upright, Temperance upright, and the Magician upright. We open with a quiet pause in her spirit. The Four of Cups shows a moment of internal reevaluation, like she's staring at everything she's poured into the dream and asking herself, is it still worth it? It's not apathy, but weariness. The dream hasn't died. It's simply sitting beside disappointment and disillusionment. The Page of Wands reawakens a flicker of fire. Her heart still holds vision, still feels the pull of purpose. Temperance shows the deep alchemy she's undergoing, balancing her emotions, her timing, and divine orchestration. This isn't about ego, it's about alignment. Then the Magician appears, a powerful sign that yes, the desire is still present. She still believes she can do this. She knows she has the tools, but she's no longer charging ahead blindly. This time, it has to be sacred. This time, it has to be right. Together, they're telling us that the Lotus still wants it, but her pursuit has matured. The fire is there, but it's tempered by caution, wisdom, and a prayer for divine timing. Spirit, is the Lotus actively preparing for a presidential run in 2025 to 2026? We received the Three of Cups upright, Three of Swords upright, and the World upright. She's quietly surrounding herself with allies. The Three of Cups suggests strategic celebratory conversations happening behind closed doors, but the Three of Swords cuts through the joy with an emotional truth. She's still healing. There's grief here about what was lost and what was said and what wasn't supported. The World confirms it. A cycle has closed, but not without pain. She's completing something karmic right now, a reckoning with the past that must happen before she re-enters the arena. These cards are telling us that she is preparing, but it's not loud. It's sacred. There's healing, gathering, and soul-level closure happening now behind the scenes. Spirit, does the current energy support the Lotus becoming POTUS in 2025? We received the King of Pentacles upright, the Ace of Swords upright, the Six of Wands upright, and the Queen of Cups upright. This is a powerful yes from Spirit. The King of Pentacles anchors the energy in material support and legitimacy. There is solid ground being laid. The Ace of Swords cuts through any confusion. Truth, strategy, and timing are aligning. The Six of Wands is victory, public recognition, and the crowd rising to meet her. Oh, that makes me so happy. But it's the Queen of Cups who reveals the emotional undertone. The energy supports her because she leads with heart. This isn't just about power. It's about compassion, healing, and spiritual maturity. Together, they're telling us that the path is clear, and yes, the energy supports her potential presidency in 2025, but only if she leads from the seat of her soul. Spirit, how is the lawsuit over the 2024 votes affecting her destiny? We received the Four of Pentacles upright, The Five of Swords upright, the Ace of Cups upright, and the Four of Wands upright. The Four of Pentacles shows her holding on. She's protecting her position and guarding her energy. The Five of Swords is conflict energy. It's manipulation, mind games, and false alliances. But the Ace of Cups softens it. It shows a new emotional clarity and support that are being birthed through this legal mess. And then the Four of Wands appears. Spiritual celebration, a homecoming, and vindication. Together, they're telling us that this lawsuit may be messy, but it's ultimately karmic cleanup. It's a doorway, and Spirit is using it to shift her trajectory into something more solid, more supported, and more sacred. Spirit, what will be the result of the lawsuit over the 2024 votes? We received the Hermit upright, Six of Swords upright, Eight of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles upright, and the Queen of Swords upright. This is a slow burn. The Hermit shows this will not be resolved publicly or immediately. It requires patience, solitude, and inner discernment. The Six of Swords is transition energy. It will move forward, but not without delays. That's echoed in the reversed Eight of Wands, slowed communication and deliberate timing. But the Nine of Pentacles is independence, personal victory, and spiritual wealth. The Queen of Swords ends it with a final stroke of truth, clarity, justice, and wise discernment ruling the day. Together, they're letting us know that the lawsuit may not move quickly, but it does end in her favor. She gains power, clarity, and distance from old betrayals. Spirit, what is her emotional energy right now? We receive the Queen of Wands upright, the Star upright, Justice upright, and the Knight of Swords upright. The Lotus is radiating divine feminine fire. The Queen of Wands is fearless, unapologetic, and lit from within. The Star shows she's hopeful, still dreaming, still willing to believe in miracles. Justice confirms she knows what she stands for. She is clear, she is rooted, she is unwavering. The Knight of Swords brings urgency. She's ready to move, but she's choosing when, choosing how, choosing who gets to move with her. Together, they're letting us know that her heart is strong, her mind is sharp, her soul is lit. She's ready, but she's being divinely timed. Spirit, what major challenge lies ahead this year, spiritually or politically? We receive the Devil upright, the Sun reversed, Knight of Cups reversed, Ten of Wands upright, Five of Cups upright, and the Five of Pentacles upright. This is her spiritual trial. The Devil shows temptation, old cycles, and spiritual manipulation trying to claw at her light. The Sun reversed dims her visibility. She may feel overlooked, overshadowed, or even betrayed. The Knight of Cups reversed shows emotional disillusionment. She may question who truly is for her. The Ten of Wands is the burden that she carries, being strong for everyone, bearing the collective weight. The Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles show loss, grief, and financial strain, but they also reveal her ability to rise in resilience. Together, they're letting us know that her challenge is surviving the storm without hardening, to not mistake dimming for defeat. Spirit is preparing her for sacred fire. Spirit, what secret or unseen support are you offering the Lotus behind the scenes? We receive the Knight of Wands upright, Strength upright, Eight of Swords upright, and the Fool upright. The Knight of Wands shows divine fire moving through her, fueling her courage and restoring her drive. Strength shows that she is being spiritually fortified. She's being given courage that doesn't come from the world, but from her soul. The Eight of Swords reveals the mental fog. Spirit is untangling her from old narratives and lifting the veil. And then the Fool. A new beginning, a divine leap of faith, not reckless, but reborn. Together they're telling us that she's being guided through invisible hands. Spirit is building her up from the inside out. They are clearing the path for a soul-aligned beginning, one that the world hasn't seen coming. Spirit, what energetic advice do you have for her as she considers the next step? We receive the Nine of Wands upright, the King of Wands upright, the Lovers upright, and the Ten of Swords upright. Spirit is telling her, you've been strong for too long. It's okay to rest. The Nine of Wands reversed urges her to lay down some of the battle armor. The King of Wands calls her back to boldness, not the performance of leadership, but the essence of it. The Lovers asks her to make a decision not from fear, but from alignment. And the Ten of Swords shows that an older version of her must be laid to rest. Something she believed she needed to be must be released so that her true self can rise. Together, they're telling us that this next step requires courage, but also softness. Spirit is asking her to choose not what the world expects, but what her soul knows. Overall, this reading shows a woman at the edge of a transformation. The Lotus still dreams, but now with eyes wide open. Spirit is guiding her through loss, lawsuits, shadows, and sacred waiting. There is power, possibility, and hidden support surrounding her path, but the climb is steep, and the illusions are many. But even then, Spirit is still whispering, rise anyway. The energy supports her presidency if she leads not as a politician, but as a priestess. Her soul remembers what she came here to do, and now the world is catching up. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I never take it lightly that you choose to be here, sharing space with me, with Spirit, and with the energy of truth, especially when the messages are this layered, this charged, and this important. If anything in this reading resonated with you, let me know. I truly love hearing your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what stood out, what made you pause, or what helped you see things in a new way. I read every single message you send me. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you're subscribed so that you never miss out on these deep dive readings. There's more coming, so much more, and I want you to be here for all of it. Trust your own spirit first. Let your heart be the filter and only take what feels aligned and lovingly leave the rest. As we move forward into what's next, let's remember, even in the noise and all the uncertainty, Spirit is always working behind the scenes. The truth will always rise, and the path will reveal itself, one heartbeat, one brave step at a time. I love you so much. I will check in with you soon.